Welcome to another episode of Behind the Dreamers with the Starter Girls. I'm Jennifer Loading.
And I'm Brianna Dreles, and we are talking to the dreamers, the magic makers, the creators, and achievers.
We're out of studio today, so we're going to make it
Wow.
work, right?
Sorry, Denise.
It's all good. These are our friends, these are your friends, and they are living the extraordinary. This episode is brought to you by Walt Mills, photographer of Glad Models Agency. If you are here in the Dallas or surrounding area and looking for some photography work, check out Walt Mills. You can learn more about him and his work at photosbywalt.com. All right, so we are not in our regular setup today. We're doing things a little bit differently, but we do have an amazing guest on the line with us today. So we're super excited to talk to her. Denise Liota. Did I say that correctly, Denise?
Liota.
Liota. Okay. Thank you for fixing me. I guess I should have asked you that before we started. And the name of your company, pronounce that for me real quick too, so we know how we're pronouncing.
Artemida.
Artemida. Okay. So she is the founder and creator of Artemida, and an eco-conscious health, beauty, well-being, and lifestyle brand created by women for women with a focus on the planet. Am I correct?
Correct.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Artemida was founded on the premise of women achieving optimum health and in turn contributing to the well-being of the planet. As a marketing leader with over 20 years bringing nutritional supplements to the market, Denise has built an understanding of what true wellness is about and how to bring holistic health to the marketplace. So Denise, we want to say welcome to our show. We're super thrilled to have you here today and learn a little bit about what you're doing, creating, what you've got going on over there.
Thank you. It's great to be here with you both. Artemida really is a passion of mine. It's a pet project. You know, I started in the direct mail industry, specializing in nutritional supplements over 20 years ago. And I've always wanted to do something different. And Artemida is the direct result of that. I love everything about the company. I wish I could put more time into it. Seems like I'm spread so thin lately, and it seems to be getting worse. But the purpose of Artemida is a supplement that's not in a plastic bottle, because when I recently learned that only 9% of plastic is recycled, it blew my mind. It just completely blew my mind. And here I am, selling all of these vitamin bottles every year and contributing to that. So I wanted to do something differently. So it's not just putting it in plastic-free packaging, it's also the approach around the company, and very, very feminine, and little bits of information on the environment, on lifestyle, on health, well-being, that just starts a conversation.
That's great. Yeah.
So what are some of your products? Because obviously your background's in nutrition, and I think it's great. I feel like this is how it always is in our lives. We have like something that we kind of sort of have been in, and then something kind of evolves from that out of this passion. We see, hey, this is not something we don't like. How can we make that different and better and fit our core values? So tell us a little bit, I guess, about your products, what you've got in the lineup here, because I'm interested.
Our very first product is a multivitamin. It's called Synergy, and it's fantastic. I love it. But that's just the beginning. Like, we're going to have a full range of products in all areas that interest women, really. And it'll all be plastic-free packaging, all of it. And it's actually compostable, the pouch, which means it can't be recycled. So we offer a full solution, including an envelope with a stamp. It's pre-addressed with the package. So if you cannot compost, you could send it back to us and we'll properly compost it, because just throwing it in the trash is just adding to the problem.
Wow. And do you feel like most people who are your clients, if they're choosing your line, then clearly they want to make a very intentional decision to be more mindful of the environment, et cetera. So with that, do you get a lot returned to you, like that utilize that stamp?
Yes. Definitely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And it's amazing you guys provide that.
When I went into this and I was searching for packaging, the company that I, get the packaging from, I asked them, okay, so what happens? I needed to be educated. I still don't know everything. I still use plastic I'm addicted to Pellegrino and, I'm drinking the bottles and recycling them. But, I don't know about composting. What I know about composting is, okay, it could be smelly, you need the right heat, and I don't have time for that. So I asked them, what do we do? And that's when I learned, okay, you can't recycle it. If you throw it in the trash, it'll take forever to break down. So it has to be properly composted. And they are the ones who we teamed up with, and they'll compost it. And it takes 45 days to completely, once it's in the compost, in 45 days, it's gone. It was like it was never there, which is amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. And I'm with you. I don't have an interest to pick up composting myself.
No.
You guys would love it at our house because my brew has a little compost in the backyard that they've been doing for a while. They've got their little rain harvest cans in the back where they collect rain and water the plants. In fact, we were excited because we got some rain this week because the cans had dwindled. They're big size trash cans that they've got set up out there, and they have like a little spout going out where they can pour the water out. So they have that. But then on the side of our house, we also have a little compost that they built out there, and they put a lot of stuff in there. It's my dog likes to get in there and check it out, but it is covered, but the dog likes to see if she can work her way into that, So it's funny because I'll be trying to throw out food or something, and I'm like, no, we got to put that in the compost. Don't put it in the trash.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But
what do you do about the mosquitoes though when you're collecting all that water?
I don't know. We haven't. They're sealed, so it's going in it basically drains off the gutters on the top and it goes into the can. So they're sealed up. So honestly, haven't really noticed that there's a bunch of mosquitoes hanging out over there. It's a good question. I just haven't. I don't know. Mosquitoes are out there. We don't have a lot of them right now, so I don't know. Maybe when it gets hot again here, it'll be something. But I haven't noticed it. So. But
That's
Denise,
great.
I love that you're doing that. I think that's awesome. And so how long has the company been in existence now?
We launched Earth Day of last year.
Okay. So you did right during the pandemic then, wow. I'm impressed.
Oh, because we've been working on Artemida, which seems like forever. And again, because it's, something I really love, but it doesn't pay the bills right now. Sure. So, it's how much time, and I'm really a one-person show. I have people, I work with, of course, but it's a lot of work, but I love it. So it's always the balance of how do I devote more time to it? And I've come to the conclusion, it's you just have to. That's something I wish I would have done sooner, but I'm also a very patient person, which adds to, that can wait. But completely, one thing I would have done is gotten it out sooner. That's one regret, but it's all good. I love it.
But you hit on some really good points here. And for people that are going to be, listening in on this, you just hit different, I got to remember them all. One of them was just being consistent and persistent, right? You said patience. Yes. And all of these, everybody that comes on our show is, like we said, a creator, achiever. They're all dreamers at the end of the day, right? They had a vision, something they wanted to create. They put it out there. And we all know the price going into that it's not, you wake up by osmosis tomorrow, it's all there, right? It doesn't happen that way. We know that it takes a certain amount of persistence, tenacity, grit, right? So you touched upon that, but also too, having that passion and that drive, because I think that's what keeps us in the game. It's not, if you don't love what you're doing, you're not necessarily going to be willing to go in all grit on this. You know what I mean? It's going to be a passing, fleeting thing, where, hey, this sounds great in theory, but if you're not really connected with your purpose and your passion, you're not going to weather through this in the long haul. So That's definitely there for you, it's why we do what we do, right?
It's true. It's very true. Yeah.
I love it. So I saw here on your, what did you have something?
I was going to jump in.
Yeah, jump in.
Another thing that I loved about what Denise said is how she wished she would have started sooner. And it just reminded me of that phrase or that idea that talks about you need to start before you're ready, because it's you're never going to be ready. It's I'm waiting till I'm ready to start a family. I'm waiting till I'm ready to buy a house. I'm waiting till I'm ready to take this new job. All this stuff. But it's what does that even mean? You're never going to be ready. You need to just go and trial and error, but also believe in yourself enough to know you're going to figure it out. But that's hard. That takes risk, and it's scary. It's risky.
It is. And to, add to that point, because I was in direct mail, I would say hide behind the envelope. Nobody knows it's me. You have no idea. But this, I have to be in the front. And that's very, very uncomfortable for me. Even though other people do it, it seems so effortless. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. But I'd rather not. So that is something that also was, okay, maybe put it off. But it's like inevitable. This has become a train that's just not stopping. And I love it. I love what I do. I love everything about Artemida. Like, I think everything's gorgeous about the brand. It's like, it's my personal, everything I've ever wanted is Artemida. That's how it evolved, and it continues to evolve. And doing things like this, it reinforces, wow, I really need to put more time into it. I really need, we need more products. It just exactly is a passion that if you don't tend it, it's going nowhere. We want the idea to become reality.
Yeah. And are you finding, because, when you talked about being in the face of the product, and I think all of us wrestle with that at times, because it's very easy to get behind something, but you are your product in essence, right? You become your business card, so to speak. And sometimes that is uncomfortable, right? Because you want to hide it. Because I feel that. I don't know about you, Brianna, but sometimes I just want to shut it all down, hide. I want to remove the Jennifer loading, right? Like, is there another name, that I could put in front of that for a while and then come back, but we can't, right? So do you find though, that the more you do it, like the stronger you feel and like the more convicted you get about it? And
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There was like the last month has been pretty quiet for me talking about Artemida. And I kind of like really didn't realize how much I missed it, and it's like, oh, this is exciting. I love this. I love to get out there and talk about it. But at the same time, it's like, wait, no, you don't. Yes, I do. Ultimately, I do. Yeah.
Well, and I think too, like you said, ultimately you do. Ultimately, you are the brand. That's kind of what it comes down to. So even though, I see this logo behind you, like, you're the face of the company. And so people will associate you with Artemida, especially if, you're excited and passionate about talking about your company, but also that's also part of it. When you're passionate about it, when you care about it, it doesn't feel like you're selling it. It doesn't feel like you're marketing it. It's just, it's almost just an extension of you. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's the most compelling part. That's the part that makes it work. It's because it doesn't feel like, oh, I got to sell this. I got to sell this.
Exactly. And with Artemida, I really am just putting it all out there. If you like it, great. If you don't, that's okay too. But this is in no way ever going to be a hard sell to anybody. It's just not going to be part of our business model. It's like, here's some information. If you like it, perfect, share it, talk about it. It's just, you'll know if it resonates with you. And I think that's because that's how I like to buy. I don't like to be really sold. It has to really resonate with me.
Yeah. Well, and you're right. I mean, even because I came from the direct selling industry and was in that for 23 years. And we used to always talk about, people like to buy, but they don't want to be sold to. So really, I think it gets down to when you find your right, when I'm working with clients, I talk about this, when you find your right niche of people, then you're not even really selling anymore to them anyways, because they're looking for that kind of stuff, right? Like, they're the people that want this, and when you're passionate about it, I don't feel like Brianna said, it just sort of becomes a part of who you are, your existence. And so you just talk about what you naturally love, right? It's no different than you buying a great pair of jeans and you call me up and you say, hey, I got these awesome jeans. You need to go check them out, right? Like, I'm not going to think you're pitching me a sell. I'm going to be thinking, hey, you like these jeans. You think I need to know about
it. Exactly.
So yeah, I love it. I did want to bring up, because I saw here when I was reading your bio about this, the kids, you partnered up with a charity. So tell us a little bit about that.
So Speak Up for Kids is a nonprofit that works with the courthouse, the court system. we're called guardian ad litems. And what we do is we are appointed by the court as a volunteer to advocate for children in foster care. And we work with, Department of Children and Families, we work with adoption agencies, and it's a matter of just making sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to. And if they're not, how can I come in and help facilitate to move things along or get what the child needs? And it's been the best thing I've ever done. Like, I wish more people would do it. I really do. I know so many people who would be amazing at it. And they, the biggest thing is, I don't have the time. I agree. But if you find that you're passionate about it, of course, you'll make the time.
Yeah. We're women that are very talented at figuring out what we need to do, right? I always say, when it's important, we figure it out.
That's right.
That's right. I get it.
That sounds very similar to CASA. Have you ever heard
exactly
of CASA?
The same thing.
Okay, great. So it's it's another
it's just a different name.
Yeah.
Certain states they have guardian ad litem, and certain states they have the CASA.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's interesting. My sorority, Kappa Alpha Theta, that was our philanthropy, was CASA. So everything that Kappa Alpha Theta does on a national and international platform, all of that goes back to supporting and giving money and resources to CASA. So I think it's a really, really great partnership for you.
Yeah, they're amazing. Really, it opens my eyes also to a lot of things I wouldn't necessarily be aware of. And then also to have appreciation for, never having been in that situation, or compassion for people going through it. It's really horrible, for
Absolutely.
everybody.
And these children, it's just looking out for the best interest of the child.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's great.
Very good. I had a question, and then
I'm sorry.
I'm like, I don't know where it went. Where did it go? Well, I do have a question, because we talked about a lot of things here. Really just, being the face of the business, and then, having to do that. And then, but I do want to touch upon having started last year, because you did start in the middle of this pandemic, even though you've been planning, for a while, and then you rolled it out. Any challenges that you found that maybe made this difficult, or do you feel like you just kind of came into this and it just kind of started falling into, not perfect, but into place the way it should be going?
I agree. I feel the pandemic did not negatively affect anything. Everything's online. I had no supply chain issues. There are supply chain issues now. Raw materials take forever. Packaging is behind. But not really horrible, thankfully.
Yeah, a lot of people, and we've had several on our show that started their businesses and have been, I was thinking about Frankie Ray, remember them? They started like right around that time, and they're doing phenomenal. Yeah. They do these amazing designer, like almost like a briefcase for women. I think they're so adorable. But yeah, they started around that time, and they just went full all in, and we're like, we're going to make it work. So I think that says basically a testament to it's, we can't control our circumstances outside, right? The only thing that we can control is what we're willing to do, our work ethic, our commitment, our passion. And I firmly believe that when we are passionate about something, we will find a way to make it happen. We will do the things we need to do. And it may mean pivoting in a different direction, but we will make it happen. So I'm glad to hear that you're doing well and you're going in the right direction that you want to go. So
yeah, definitely. I definitely feel one foot in front of the other and just keep going forward.
Yeah, that's all you can do, right?
Yeah.
Step at a time. Did you have a question, Brianna?
Well, yeah. So what do you feel like are your next steps? So, you're still a baby business as an entrepreneur. This kind of side, you said it's your passion project. For people listening in, they may have a passion project as well. So does that mean you also have a full-time job and then you're doing this? Like how, what's the next step for you to make this a bigger, to spend more time in it? Because you said you wanted to spend more time in it.
Yeah, definitely.
So what does that look like for you?
It is having the other part of the business completely handled by somebody else, selling it off and focusing full time with Artemida. broadening our product line, just continuing to talk about it and get the information out there. But really the key for me, the goal is to step away from what I've been doing and only do Artemida, because there's so much that has to be done to keep it moving. I can't possibly do both jobs. It's just impossible to do it myself.
Yeah.
Any advice that you would give to someone maybe starting out?
Definitely
That's your line, but just as an entrepreneur in general, so to speak.
I say try everything, because even if you fail, at least you tried, and there's no doubt you're going to learn something from it. And if you have something that you're really passionate about, oh, I want to do this, just figure it out, put it out there. Never second guess yourself. That's the one thing that'll keep you back. But yeah, my advice is do it.
Go for it. Bam.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
Do it. That's my motto every day, Denise. I'm like, I live in that lane. I'm like, if you're thinking about it just a little bit, like, just what's the worst that's going to happen?
Right.
I mean, I told Brianna this because she put something up the other day on there, and I was telling her John Maxwell has this book out. I don't know if you follow him, but it's like sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. And they have like a version for young people. So I made my son read this when he was like in middle school, because he was a very he's like one of those kids that's like very like happy. And then when he's mad, it's like very big emotions, apple meat tree, right? Very big emotions. So he would come in and he would be upset about something. So I made him read this book so that he could understand that just because something doesn't go your way and you perceive it as a failure, it's not necessarily a failure. There's always something to be learned in that moment. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time to remove yourself from it, right? Like you have to go away, have some time to think, but almost always you can come back and look at that situation and go, what did I gain from this? Do I need to do something different? Do I need to not do that again? Do I need to work harder? Talk to more people, and that's really how I perceive business when we're doing endeavors, is that if we're not getting the results we want, we probably either don't have enough information. We need to talk to someone. We need to work a little harder, hone in on our skills. We need to make a pivot. There's something there that we need to be growing on, and we just haven't mastered it yet.
Absolutely agree. And I love that book. I'm gonna have my kids read that.
It's good. Great. Well, and it was funny. I remember him coming in and, it was like, I can't remember what he said to me, but my son's very witty. He's very he says funny things when he says, and I just remember him coming in and saying something kind of witty to me. And I'm like, that's what you got out of the book. Like you're supposed to be like learning that it's not always about winning. Sometimes you can fail and it's okay. You're still winning, But I'll have to find that. I know it's around here somewhere. I'll have to find that and lend it to you, Brianna, so you can let your kiddos check it out. It's a good book. So good stuff. I love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think I feel as if there's a question that I usually like to ask, which is, when the going gets tough, how do you stick in there? And I know that the going has probably gotten tough, right? But because this is a passion project, it's probably non-negotiable at the end of the day. It's like, no, I'm in this. Like I'm in it, right?
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. Absolutely. There's been stumbling blocks and hurdles, and it's like, oh gosh, it would just be easier to forget it, but you can't. You just cannot. So you do. I really feel I don't have a choice. Even though I do, I don't.
Yeah. And I can like, it's funny because Brianna knows this, like I feel people's energy. Like I can tell you're very passionate about what you're doing. Like I can hear it in your voice or something there. So I say kudos to you on this, because it's definitely something that you are truly, it's in alignment. And that's what I feel like when you're doing something that's in alignment with your core values and your place on this planet as a human being, that you just light up. And so for you, it's even though we feel like it's work sometimes having to talk about what we're talking about, right? Because we've it's still kind of a job. It's not really like that. Like we've said it throughout this whole little episode here, is that it really just becomes a part of your existence and who you are. So I just want you to know, I can feel it, I can see it, and you're definitely doing what you need to be doing. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Absolutely agree.
All right. Well, I think we should do some fun. What do you think? We should do some fun
Absolutely.
questions with her, and then
Maybe some rapid fire.
Where to go? Tell people where to go on this project. So let's do some fun. You want to start?
Sure. Okay. Where the like bucket place item that you'd want to travel to?
Oh gosh, can I say everywhere? I mean, literally everywhere. I would travel everywhere just to see it. I'm sure I'd get to some place and be like, oh gosh, get me out of here quick. But I would love to see the entire Earth. We just love it.
That's awesome.
Awesome. All right. So I know that you're into clean well-being and all of that good stuff. So I want to know guilty pleasure. What's your guilty pleasure food?
Gosh. My problem is getting addicted to Starbucks. I don't know what they do, but it's addicting. And I have to wean myself from spending, $10 a day on a coffee and a brownie. If I could get out of that habit, half of the month, I'm good.
They know what they're doing.
Oh man, I totally feel you on that. I got into like a mocha frappuccino addiction.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it might still be there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have one after this. For sure.
I can just tempt you, Brianna. I'll be like, hey, I can get you to go meet. You want to go get a mocha frappuccino?
That's right.
Okay, but here's the thing. I have a Starbucks like card and it recharges itself. But I think, well, I've got a card. I'll just put it on the card, So it makes me feel like, oh, it's not coming out of my bank. I mean, it does come out of my bank account because when it gets to $5, it recharges $25. So,
yeah. But you're not manually doing it, so it's as if you're not spending it.
It's like I'm not spending it.
That's right.
You're so funny. Well, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I can't share that part with you, but my kids like Starbucks, so I totally get it. That's one thing I've never been a coffee drinker. And so I have just not had to worry about that one, but I feel like Starbucks knows exactly what they've got going on there.
Oh, totally. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Are you choose one. Okay. Taco, pizza, sushi.
Oh gosh. I'll go pizza.
Any particular type?
Just cheese. As long as it's a good cheese pizza, I'm all in. Love it. I could eat it cold, breakfast, doesn't matter. I love pizza.
She's like, give me the pizza. Yes. All right. Here's a fun one we're gonna do. First concert you ever attended?
Oh wow, that was Foreigner. Yeah.
Ooh,
it was
nice.
It was at a county fair in 1985. It was so much fun. That was fun.
I was at a little dive over here by our house, and they had a band there called 8 Tracks. I don't know if you've heard of them, Brianna, but they do like all old rock 80s.
Oh, I love that.
Like Foreigner and all of those songs that, yeah.
I'm pretty sure my buddy Rob is in 8 Track.
I was gonna say, you probably know who they are. We had so much fun with them. And the girl that's like the lead singer was amazing.
Yes. My husband saw them performing the other night. I actually know 2 of the band members.
Okay. Well, how funny is that? See,
it's really funny.
I should have known.
I'm going to tell them that you love them. That's great. Okay. Last question. Now this is kind of interesting. So get ready. Get your thinking cap on.
Okay.
If you could be a cartoon character or a superhero for a day, what would you be? Who would you be?
Well, I'd have to, there's a lot to choose from, for sure. But I'll go Superman.
I love it.
I like that he could see through things, he could fly. And you don't know he's Superman. You just,
yeah.
Regular person walking down the street, superhero.
He seems pretty quick too.
And he's
smart.
calm. I like that,
Yeah, I could totally
Love it.
see it, Denise. I could see it happening. It's one of my favorite questions. And sometimes I like that you brought that up, Brianna, because we used to ask that all the time at the end of the show. And it's so fun because it breaks away like all the seriousness of our podcast. Because now we're like, you got to pick a superhero or character. But I think it's so fun what people pick for their character, like who they come up with. So I think that is so awesome. I love it.
I did too.
I think I'm going to go change into my suit and go get a Starbucks. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Denise. Well, this has been fun. I'm really enjoyed learning about what you've got going. I love it. I think, like I said, I mentioned earlier, I think you're doing what you're called to do. And so that makes me happy because I think when people are healthy and happy, the world's a better place. But if our listeners wanted to go learn a little bit of, more about you, your company, where do we want to send them?
So they could find us at artemida.love.
Okay.
That's
and we'll
our
make
website.
sure too, when this goes out, that we'll put the link in there so that everybody knows where to go and how to find you and all that good stuff.
Great.
So to our audience, go check it out, look at the products, learn a little bit more about it. And if it speaks to you, give it a try, right?
Absolutely. Okay, and I have a parting thought for us. The parting thought is from Paulo Coelho, the alchemist, from The Alchemist. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. So there you go. Paulo.
All right. That's
Coelho.
Awesome. I've heard that one. Paul, is that what it is?
Yeah, Paulo, Paulo, Paulo. But his last name is what I'm struggling with because it looks like it's Coelho, Coehlo from The Alchemist.
I've seen that name before. I think I've probably read some quotes from that before. I need to look it up because I feel like that name sounds very familiar. All right. And so in order to live the extraordinary, you must start, and every start begins with a decision, right? All right, you guys, take care, be safe, and be kind to one another. We will see you next time.